Hello everyone and welcome to Infused Transitions. I appreciate each and every one of you here. I so love having this channel and I just want to say thank you to all of you. For those of you who are new or just stopping by, a big welcome to you. We hope that you decide to stay and become a part of our channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you guys so much for your continued support and being a part of this channel. If you are interested in learning more about how I read, you can find that information in the description box below. And you can find the my website. You can find, let's see. Well, check out the description box below and there we go. All right. I am leaving this open to what I say at Most High, but God, Source, Spirit, Universe, whatever that is for you, wishes to bring forward today. So let's see what is going on today. Let's see what's going on today. Thank you. We have come together. Oh, that's too many. Too many. Oh, all right. These were all pre-shuffled, just so you know, but I do like to do one or two just so that you guys can see that they get shuffled. Yeah. Okay. What messages do you have for us for today? Thank you. Is that the only one? Yes. All right. Well, they're showing me this deck, and I have not shuffled this deck. So we are going to do a quick shuffle here. One more. Okay. What else? What else do you have? We have Journey and What We Don't See. Okay. Trying to figure out where do I put these. Okay, we'll put it right there. All right. So we do have, let's see, Come Together, Blessed, Journey, and then something that we don't see. Either we don't see it coming, or once we are in this, we're not going to realize or see that this is a part of it, or that this will be coming, or that it's interwoven. You know, whatever that is for you, take things always how it resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so we do have the coming together. So these are two giraffes. We have a lot of hearts, and I believe a pelican. Yeah, a pelican on the top. So if you are one who likes to look up spirit animals, you may wish to do that. To me, there's two, and I'll show you in a moment, there's two shapes here that to me imply swans. So I would suggest also looking up swans. I'm also seeing 3 crowns. Now, this could be about 3 people. It could be a family. It could be a adult with children. Take it how it resonates. And I'm also seeing what almost looks like a mirroring. So you may have someone coming into your life that is going to be serving. Oh, I wanted to show you those. See those up there? You've got one on this side and then one on this side. You may have somebody coming into your life, or they may be in your life, but that you may be experiencing some mirroring happening, meaning sometimes we can see things in other people that maybe they like are things that we make us happy, that we want to celebrate with them about. And other times it can be, you know, I mean, and it's not just these 2 things, but these are what's coming through. And sometimes we can have people who just really rub us the wrong way, or just really irk us, or we like or love them overall, but there's this thing about them that just drives us crazy. And it can be, not always, but it may be that maybe they're there providing a mirror for you to see that this is something that's within. And that's why it irks us, right? Because none of us like to, sometimes we don't like to acknowledge that we have an issue around this or that, and that it's actually our issue. It's not the other person. So just, just putting that out there for you to ponder and see if and how it resonates with you. Okay. Next out is we have blessed. Okay. Next out is blessed. If you notice though, her feet are not touching the ground. She doesn't have feet. Her shell, whatever you want to call this, is not touching the ground yet. And there's all this movement underneath her. We see movement of hearts. They look like leaves, but they're actually, if you look at them, they're hearts. And we have some stars that are underneath her, a big one, and then one that could be also a big one and it's just farther away, or a big one and a smaller star. Now, what all of this is saying to me, and again, we have these, this is behind her, this is up above, this is kind of down here, but she's looking straight ahead, okay? And she's got her hands either in this, meditative pose or prayer pose, however that resonates for you. I feel like it's saying, sometimes we can, and I would say she's actually in movement because of the positioning of her wings, right? Maybe she's not. Maybe she's still, and all of this is moving around her. Again, take this how it resonates. For those of you who that resonates, it can be simply that you may feel like you're staying still and nothing's happening, but there is a great deal of movement around you that you just are not seeing yet, right? Because her vision, again, is straight out this way, and this stuff is up and over and under and everywhere, but straight in her line of vision. So for some of you, you may feel like nothing's happening, nothing's moving. You may feel stuck. You may feel stagnant. Or you may feel like, yeah, I'm plugging along in my day-to-day life, but I'm not seeing anything happening. There is a lot of movement happening that will eventually come into your vision, whether, in some way, shape, or form. For others of you, she's moving, and she's moving so quickly, she's creating a great deal of movement with her. Now this can go two ways. For some of you, it could be you're moving so quickly that you're not stopping to smell the roses and seeing what is around you. And for others of you, it is you have that momentum and you're moving, and this stuff will be coming with you, and in its appropriate time, it will be coming up into your line of vision. However that works out for you. For one, I'm getting this as a journey. It's a journey. It's not a destination. Okay. So that's for one. For two, or for others of you, I'm getting that, this and this comes together, it's going to create this. There's going to be travel involved, whether that is someone coming to you or you going to someone else, or an opportunity coming to you that will require you to move on, or, whether you're on a journey yourself, you're out looking and you find this opportunity that's going to allow this movement. Now, I will say in this card, I find it interesting, again, in this sense that it's almost like she's standing there looking around and waiting. It's like, okay, again, excuse me. Again, there's almost like this, she gets to this bridge and she's in this center, right? And now she's just kind of stopped, and she's got her lantern. She's looking around, and, maybe she's looking for, okay, I'm not sure here. We've got all these directions, but if I step down, where am I going to go? I don't understand, because there's no sidewalk, there's no street, it's just kind of hanging there. So, and there's no railing on this side, but there is a railing on this side. To me, this is saying it's not about going back, it's about going forward. You can go that way, that way, that way. I mean, you can go in any direction, truthfully. But maybe you may feel stuck, and maybe this is a time, or not even, some of you may feel stuck. Some of you may feel like it's just that it's a time to do some, either some reevaluating, or maybe it is time to realize, okay, you know, I've gotten to here. This is good. I'm okay. And now let me take a look around and see what's coming towards me, or what can I go towards. Or maybe you might feel like, okay, I've made it this far. Now I'm waiting for that other thing that's coming to me to get here, to find me. I'm also letting you know that, okay, so this come together card number is 8. The blessed card is 22, and then journey is 2. So 22 and 2. You know, I mean, for those of you who are in numerology, you may want to pay attention to that. You may be seeing, you know, a lot of 2s, and you may want to look up the energies around that and see if any of that resonates with you or not. Now, let's see what it is that we don't see. The first chakra, Archangel Michael. Okay, so we may not see and we may not realize. So for some, I'm feeling like it's going to be really important in this part of your journey. Well, period overall, yes. But in this part of the journey, making sure you're very grounded, making sure you're very connected. For others of you, or for all of you, just again, take it how it resonates. This is a general reading. This journey that you're on is going to be creating stability for you. This is number 35, by the way. This is going to be creating stability for you because it's the first chakra. It's the root chakra, you know, right? This is very much about the material world, you know, home, food, shelter, water, right? The basics of necessity, but it's also about belonging. It's about, I just heard getting earthy. So maybe for some of you it may be important to, you know, get outside if that's at all possible. Even if it's just, you know, for 2 minutes and put your back against a tree for a moment. Or if you're in some place where it's warm, you know, take off your shoes and walk through some grass, some dirt or sand or whatever that looks like for you. For those of you who are allergic to that, finding just some way to be connected with the earth. Even if it is, you know, you probably can't see them, but I have several plants here on my desk. Even if it's just, you know, bringing the earth into you. I do feel that is something that is important. All right. What else are we doing here? Let's see. Okay. Bringing out this one. No, I do want to let you see a shuffle, okay? One more. All right. Let's go further in this come together, please. Thank you. Yep, acceptance. Now, coming together here, again, we have these hearts and we have the crowns. I would be interested to know what the pelican means. And interesting, we have 4 and 8. 4 and 8. All right, and in here we also have acceptance. We have several white peace doves over here. Again, we have hearts. There is this spark of 2 people who come together, and there is a spark that they are sharing in their connection. Now, spark can mean romance. It can mean just an idea. It can be a partnership of some sort. Okay. This could, I mean, for some of you, this isn't for everybody, but for some of you, this is called the waxing crescent 2. So for some of you, my eye was really being drawn to the moon here. So it may have something to do with the moon when it gets to that part of the cycle, that there might be some sort of a meeting or some sort of a spark. Again, this could be something about, it could be something about a collaboration. a business opportunity, a partnership. But because we have the arts and the hearts, oh, could have something to do with the arts. Because we have the hearts and the peace doves, and then that spark is going from one hand to the other, this could very much be about a relationship. Okay? Doesn't have to be. That's not what it is for everybody. Again, it's a general reading. Take it how it resonates. All right. All right. With blessed, we have attraction. So the interesting thing is, okay, so she's gazing. She's just sitting there gazing upon the moon and blessed. Okay. So I feel like it's saying, again, there might be something here with the moon, but again, this is a moon deck. But I feel like, and again, it's a 44. So 8, 4, and 44, 22, 2, and then 35. I do feel like this to me is almost saying like, you know, we attract what we actually put out, and what we put out is what we actually feel, believe, think, do, etc. inside, right? Now let me say this though with a caveat, if you will. I try hard not to be or to be aware to not say things like forever, always, never, right? But I shouldn't say but. And with this, it's feeling very much like the whole, yes, we attract what we bring in, or what we put out is what we bring in. I will also go through, though, and say here, the caveat to me is, and, you know, this is just what came to me, so I'm sharing it. For some, we can be doing our work, and yet we're not seeing that growth, that healing that we're doing internally. We're not seeing it in the external. And I feel like a lot of times people will hear others say, you know, well, then you're not doing your work, or, well, you attract it, so this must be what you're feeling. And we're like, what? How? I'm sitting here doing, you know what I mean? It can create a lot of confusion internally. And I think the what I want to say here, you know, by way of encouragement, but also by way of, this also seems to be a truth, is that sometimes when we're doing our work, it's not that we're not doing our work, okay? It is a couple of things. One, from how things used to be, things that were put in motion, right? They have to finish their play out, whatever that looks like. They may not be as predominant. They may not be as a big deal as what they were. But here's the thing. We don't have to respond the same way to the echo of the past. We can continue to move forward in doing what we have been learning and continuing to move forward. We don't have to go back and say, oh my gosh, this stuff is just never going to go away, and just, you know, give up and all that. Now, don't get me wrong. I get that, understand that. Way get and understand that. And I just wish to encourage you to, you know, when you're feeling that, I understand it can also be extremely difficult to rise out of that in the moment. If it's possible, you know, take a few deep breaths. Just, you know, breathe into the count of 4, pause, and exhale out of the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth, count of 4. And just do that, you know, 2-3 times, right? And just set the intention that when you're doing this breathing, right, your intention is, okay, I'm getting focused, I'm getting centered, I'm getting grounded, right? Our root star, or our root chakra. You know, our earth star chakra also. But we're getting we're getting connected, we're getting focused, we're calming, we're getting grounded. Okay. And I feel like it's important to acknowledge how we feel. I don't feel like it's healthy to, well, I'm just going to be positive and I'm going to sweep under the rug all of my other stuff and just be positive. Well, because when, you know, eventually that sweeping it's going to come out. And so it's better to deal with it in the moment. So, you know, get grounded, get yourself focused, take a few breaths, and just allow yourself, okay, I realize I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling like I'm still blocked, or I'm feeling like blah, 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 blah. But I also understand, right, that things can be moving greatly around me, and I'm just not seeing it yet, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. You know, maybe there's an option or an action that I can take that is going to allow me then to shift things. Just really talking yourself through this. You know, and again, and again, this is why we take those breaths, right? So that we're not talking through these things in anger, in resentment, and bitterness, and all of that, right? We're getting grounded, we're getting focused. And if you can't do that talk through, just work on getting grounded and focused. Excuse me. Let's look at journey. Thank you. Journey. We have balance. Balance. Do you see how she can't see all these things? Because her eyes are blinded by the clouds, because we don't always see everything, right? But you see how all of this that she's balancing is in perfect balance. Again, there's that getting focused and centered. Yeah. Bringing in your breath, getting focused and centered. If it helps you to visualize having a ball of light in your hands or wherever, you know, do what you need to do to help yourself to shift your energy to, yes, I can look at this stuff, I can focus, I can pay attention, I can acknowledge how I'm feeling, but I don't have to stay in that. I don't have to call that in. Okay? It is very much about finding a balanced state of being for yourself. And that doesn't mean that we're in that balanced state 24/7. We are human. No one is perfect, right? Start where you can. Meet yourself where you are. All right, let's get one for the first chakra with Archangel Michael, please. The balance card also is number 19. All right, first chakra with Archangel Michael, please. Let's get a little more here. Sometimes the cards take their time in getting a message out. Feel free to fast forward to the draw if you desire. Thank you. Resilience. So you can see she's got a lot of heavy stuff, and there's a lot of twining. There's almost something that looks like it has tentacles. For some of you, I would suggest finding however it works for you to removing some tentacles to some things that are keeping you back, holding you down. I mean, she's walking hunched. She's come up a great distance. She's got all this rockiness, so it kind of implies that at least it's a hill, if not something larger. But she's still moving forward. She is not letting this hold her down. And this is number 21. Again, with something that it has a 2 in it. But she's not letting this hold her down. She's continuing to move forward. Okay, so let's see. What does the come together mean for the viewers? What does it mean? What is it meaning for them, the come together? Again, there's takes some time sometimes to get these cards to come out, but you know, when the right one comes forward, then it will come forward. All right, this one didn't go in as well, so I will take this one also. Okay. So we have lust, negotiation, egotism, and publicity. So what I'm getting out of this is, could be that possibly a person that you is in one of these people here could be somebody who is in the public eye. We have 2 5s here. 5s are about change, and the 5 is on the egotism and the publicity. On the publicity, this is like reaching for the stars. So again, this could be somebody who is famous or is well known, or somebody who is in the public eye for some reason. So I got the word popinjay when I looked at this. Somebody who thinks they're really all that. But again, it's under 5. So we have the Sun card. Or we have the Sun present. And here we have the stars with the Sun. They have the Sun on a flag. And then the stars. Which to me implies balance. And I feel like it could be maybe one of you or both of you or whoever these people are that are involved here. Either someone or some people are moving from a space of the ego. Now, this could be somebody who, you know, maybe they have a overinflated thought of the self. But again, it's a 5. So I feel like it could be talking about becoming aware of this, how in the ego someone is. And I would imagine when you're someone who is in the public eye, who is famous, or however you want to say it, I imagine it could be a challenge to, you know, be diligent and vigilant to not go into being egotistical, right? I do feel like with this coming together, yes, I feel there's going to be a lot of sparks of interest. There's going to be a lot of sparks of interest. I would also say, if you're wanting to look up, I don't know if this is what kind of lizard this is, or if it's a chameleon, but whatever kind of lizard that is, you may want to look it up and see what their energies are. Again, this card is number 1. This could have to do with, again, this coming together. There is lust. There's, you know, acknowledging that. Again, and then we have negotiation, and we have both the Sun and the Moon present again, finding balance again. So you've got lust and you got egotism on the other side, and then you have this balancing card in between of the Sun and the Moon. So I really do feel like it's talking a lot about being aware and being willing to find that balance, and that's something for all parties involved, not just one or the other. And this may be something that is going to require some due diligence, some effort, possibly, I just heard the word counseling, or possibly just finding someone to help find that balanced footing. Because it could be too, someone's getting thrown into the public eye and they weren't quite prepared for that. Or even if you think you're prepared, right? We can prepare ourselves for something, but you can only prepare so much, and it can be totally different than what you thought in reality. Okay. So just something to be aware of, to not move, you know, do what you can to not be moving from an ego spot, right? Yeah. All right. So let's look at blessed. Let's look at blessed. What do we have here for blessed? All right. So for blessed, we have achievement, secrets, and idealism. Now I find it interesting. Okay, so we're talking about blessed, and immediately I saw the angel here pouring out on this, this idealism, but she's pouring it out here, but these waves are preventing that from coming all the way through. And I feel like it's because there's this idealism. There's, well, it's going to look like this. Whatever you have, this perception of whatever that ideal thing is for you. And it almost, to me, it feels like that idealism is actually preventing and blocking from those blessings to be able to be, and I mean, she's pouring, and it's almost like it's blocking. So I would say and this is number 11. So we have 1 and we have 11, and we have 2 and 22, 2 5s, 2 4, or 4 and 44. So you got repeating numbers here. But I would say that, consider being open to allowing things to be whatever it is that they're going to be that is for your best and highest. And that may not look anything like what you seem to feel that it should look like, but that doesn't mean that it's, but it could very well be something, well, it would be something very beautiful and amazing for you. I mean, this is very angelic, and they're wanting to pour their blessings out on you. The second thing I noticed right away was where there's this achievement and then secrets, right? To me, this animal and this animal look very much alike, very similar, except for the wings are different. And I feel like there's this achievement, and whatever achievement it is something huge, whether it is like the constructing of this or leading of this, or again, becoming into the public eye. It is a big achievement. I feel like it's saying what you don't realize is coming is that it's almost like it's giving wings. It's breathing a wings, blessed, right? We're doing blessed, and she has wings. It is almost like allowing things to just take off, to fly, to be amazing. And I feel like it's saying that you don't really see that either the significance of it or just how far reaching it is, but that it will truly open you up for a transformation and go from here to having wings. And it starts with this achievement, whatever this achievement is. Now, please keep in mind, achievements that can seem this grand or that are this grand can look very different for each and every person. Idealism, right? So it feels like where there may be blocking of these blessings due to idealism, I would invite you to be open to, and if you struggle in that, I mean, don't beat yourself up for it. If you acknowledge the fact that you struggle in that, right? That's half the battle. Okay, I realize I struggle in this, so, Utmost High, really, really help me to release the idealism, right? Really just release the idealism. Wow, my chest is really heavy with this. So, yeah. Really just, again, I say Utmost High, you plug in whatever it is that works for you. I would suggest getting yourself very grounded and connected, doing your breath, getting focused, getting centered, finding your inner peace and inner calmness through those breathing in through the nose, pause, out through the mouth, right? And then just inviting Utmost High of all that is. I just really ask that you help me to release egotism, idealism, because these things are not helping me. These things aren't helping me, okay? We're bringing in balanced and healthy look at the self, right? To be moved out of egotism and into a state of balance, alignment, and harmony. Moving out of this state of always in, see, there's that always. Yep. So for some of you, this is a loop. This is a pattern. So release. I release the pattern, the loop, the wheel, the cycle, right, of idealism, where I'm blocking my blessings that are that you and your team are, and my team are trying to pour out on me, but I'm actually blocking them due to egotism, and idealism. Release all of that. Yeah, just release all of that, and bringing in, again, healthy, balanced, aligned, harmonious, true, accurate, right? Sense of self, and bringing in being open, and aligned, opened and willing to receive what is for my best and highest, what is aligned for me to receive. There you go. Beautiful. And just allow that. Just allow that. And if you have to, come in and listen to just that segment again over and over. Do it however many times you need to, but just allowing yourself to receive these amazing and beautiful blessings, and calling in even more, right? And healing where there is imbalance. Okay, let's move on and look at journey. Thank you. Journey. We have escape. Okay, let's get one more, please. Let's go a little deeper here with journey and escape. Here's the escape. Charity. Okay, so here's the thing. We have journey and then we have escape. So here's the interesting thing. In all three of these cards, everybody is in a state of moving on. All three cards show people moving on in one way, shape, or form, right? So we have escape here, all right? I'm seeing here, it's emotions. And again, we have an angel here. So we have an angel, we have what looks like, is it King Triton? I don't know if it's Titan or Triton, of the waters of the oceans. And to me, what looks almost like something that could either be a whale or a dolphin of some sort. And I feel like, again, there's this maybe about emotions, because waters represent emotion, but I feel like it also could be about, sorry, my chair and my footstool are really squeaky. It can also be very much about getting to where there is salt water. So if you have access to a beach, that'd be great. If you don't, make your own. Epsom salts would be awesome for, you know, even just a 10-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, you know, cleanse. And, you know, again, set your intention before you get in there. What is your intention when you get in there? And then we have almost like this Buddhist type position sitting, a monk type sitting. And again, so I feel like if you're wanting to find your balance, right? You're wanting to find your balance. Again, going from the topsy-turvy, up and down emotions to that of peace, right? Breath, find your center, find your focused, get grounded, get centered. And the escape. So I do feel like there is a journey. Something is happening here that's going to happen quickly, because this person is in a chariot that is being pulled by two tigers. It looks like, almost looks like mixed between a tiger and a cheetah, but two tigers, two angels are moving along. And again, she is dressed in blue, and she's got this blue, I don't know what you want to call that, but it's like all in movement around her. So I feel like this may be a journey that is going to like knock you off your feet, and it's going to be important to find that balance, right? And I don't mean knock you off your feet in a bad way. I mean just in the sense that, wow, everything is changing so quickly, right? I've managed to work through this stuff. Whew, wow, now look at how quick things begin to move. And then we have this charity, okay? And again, we have angelic support, angelic offering us, and that is apparent in all of these. I mean, even in here with the publicity, you've got angelic support and guidance. Over here, you've got angelic support and guidance, and you've got an opportunity to gain movement and wings and enlightenment of your own. Over here, you have 2 angels of support. Over here, you've got 3 angels of support, and they're playing the harp and the music. I do see the charity and someone here moving with children, and she looks like she's in a hurry, and the kids are reaching out. So it could be, if you do have family, you know, it will be a good idea to provide, again, that calm, centered, focused energy, not only for yourself, but encouraging that for your children. And egotism. So where there is people wanting to offer you help and assistance, because I don't know where all of you are from in the world, but for some of us, the word charity can be almost insulting, right? So if you are in from an area that where charity is insulting, again, there's this egotism thing. It's not saying you're helpless. It's just saying, you know what? Let us help you. Let us give you a leg up. Let us extend our offer and our assistance for you. And not only that, for helping you, but I mean, think about this. You're setting the example of, again, it's okay to receive. It's okay to receive. It's good to receive. And when we find our footing, then we can pay that forward. And it gets that beautiful, beautiful cycle going forward instead of being stuck and or moving backwards or being, you know, I heard the word entrenched. I heard founded and grounded in negativity. But it is a choice, right? It's a choice. All of this support and assistance is being done from love. And you can choose to let it unfetter you and leave that heartbreak behind and move into this beautiful space of love. And again, we have justice. Justice is here, and look at all of these stars waiting for you. Justice is here, and you're sitting here going, okay, explain this to me. You know, can I really trust in this? I'm wanting balance. Again, balance, right? I'm wanting balance. I'm wanting justice. I'm wanting things to work out for me. But it's going to take you making a choice, you making some choices and decisions. Are you going to move in this loving energy that's being offered to you repeatedly? Or are you going to stay in the ego and thinking, well, nope, it's not good enough. It doesn't look exactly how I want it. So nope, I'm passing, right? You know, you do you. I'm just relaying what is coming through in the cards, okay? And in case I didn't say it, we have 10, 8, 11, 12, 4, and 7. All right, let's talk about the first chakra here with Archangel Michael. Thank you. Empathy. Very nice. Empathy. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there's an awful lot of animals in most of these cards. And again, here we have the dog, one that is very loyal, very supportive. Whether you truly have a dog or you have a spirit animal dog or, you know, somebody else's dog, the point is that energy, and this can be a dog that you have now, a dog that you have had in the past, a dog that is coming. We also have the bird here with a bird that looks like it's a charm, and it has a diamond on it and the ear. So I feel like it's saying, you know, either you're getting empathy from others or offering empathy to others and allowing them to chirp in your ear. There's this diamond, this gem. There's something of great value that will come from this listening. And this can even be just listening to your team, but there's something that's coming. Yeah. This chirping in your ear is of value. It's not something that is like listening to gossip or anything like that, because the diamond is here with it. Again, there's that gem that, that comes by way of something that you hear. Okay, and that's number 12 also. So we have 12 and 12. Okay, let's move on here. We have acceptance. Nope, that's too many. Let's move on here. We have acceptance. Acceptance. Vision. Again, having vision. Okay, so again, we have a wildcat. Looks like a bobcat. We have a bobcat. We have the sun, and the sun is not fully up, but the sun is mirroring, which I said we talked about over here with the come together of mirroring. So I would suggest looking up bobcat. We do have the number 12 again. Okay, so we have 12 and 12. Actually, you have, 12 and 12. Okay. So we have the eye that looks to me like it's in the sun. So I would say maybe you could use having an adjustment to your vision, idealism, right? Getting out of that idealism and then moving into vision, moving into seeing the possibilities for the blessings that are before us and that continue to come towards us. Looking for expansion, growth, ascension. And again, we can put our intentions out there and then leaving these things open for our best and highest to be what comes forward. And again, because I'm seeing the moon and I'm seeing it being, or the sun, and I'm seeing it being reflected into the water there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Again, there may be something being mirrored to you by someone else, or you may be mirroring something to someone else. But I do feel it's a lot more about, I mean, their eyes are all wide open, wide open, wide open, wide open. So there may be, again, and it's about acceptance. This could very much be around realizing it's okay to accept things that don't fit in your idealism, because those are the things that are actually for your best and your highest. It can also be about not discounting things that you would normally discount because you're stuck in that egotistical idealism. All right, let's look at attraction. Thank you. We have assertion and fortune. So what I'm seeing is here is slaying your dragons, meaning those things that challenge you, those things that are holding you back. This is about slaying those things so that you can move on from those things. And then here you are in fortune. And again, we have moon and sun. We have the stars. We have a lot of stars here. A lot of stars. So I feel like there's great potential here if there's a willingness to let go of some things that are not serving and call in, invite in, accept and receive in these things that are for you and that are for your best and highest good. And this is what you're wanting to attract, right? We're wanting to attract these beautiful, wonderful things. But it is going to require facing yourself. It is going to require you to assert yourself to create change that you want to see. And that's going to look different for everybody. We have another number 1. We have 12, 1, and again, another 5. Okay, let's look at balance. Let's look at balance, please. Nearing the end of our reading here, we have acquisition and authority. Now, what I'm seeing here, again, acquisition is a very old-fashioned way of looking at a union, looking at a couple coming together. And we do have authority. This to me here looks a lot like the Hierophant. This could be very much around a way of believing. This could be about making something official. This could be about, I'm hearing rules, regulations, laws. I feel like it's going to be important to make sure, and again, we have number 2 and number 10. So I really feel like it's going to be important to do the work prior to this, so that when you're having this merging of this relationship, whatever kind it is, whether it's romantic, a business, family, friend, whatever it is, right? It does feel like it's something that's going to be made official. So if there's contracts and stuff, again, you're wanting to move in a way that is wise and is just, right? We're not wanting to move in ways that are non-serving or that are egotistically centered on just ourselves and forget the other person, right? And not forgetting ourselves either. We don't want to do that in a vice versa way either. All right, let's get last card, resilience. Health. And we have adaptability on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so health, resilience to me. So a couple of different things here. Again, we have the Sun card. So this to me would imply there's an improvement happening here. I would also say that, you know, if you look at this card, this person has a lot of people who are supporting and assisting in her health, in maintaining it, in creating it, right? And then we had this resilience. I feel like it's just saying that, you know, all of these things that have weighed so heavily, that the resilience pays off and that things get restored in a beautiful and wonderful way. Okay? We're going to look quickly here at Divine Doors. And let's see. I don't know what ones I said and what ones I did not, so we're just going to do the bottom row. We have 12, 1, 5, 2, 10, and 6. What divine door do we want to pull out here at Most High? What divine door do we want to pull out? Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken. See the new sunrise. And again, I feel like that's very true because, again, we have things here that, you know, just aren't serving anymore. So again, forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise, awaken, see a new sunrise. And there's so much sun energy in here. And I know that most of us have already heard this, but again, forgiveness doesn't mean that we're saying that what they did was okay. If that's an energy that is in play for you, this is about, I refuse to carry the baggage of this anymore and let it continue to affect my life. I'm done, right? All right, next we have Hummingbird Song, Nectar of Sweetness in Joy It Brings. The hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. Again, we have about healing and health. I really feel like, again, that tells us exactly why do we forgive? And I know we don't really truly like forget in the sense of we forget. It's more of, but I'm not going to run this through my mind again over and over and over. I'm not going to sit here and think about it over and over and over. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm letting it go, right? Next, we have Freedom Flows. Don't hold yourself back from worldly freedom. Dream grand things for divine, sacred reason. So again, there's this potential. There's so much potential here. It's just asking you to let go. It's just asking you to let go of all of that garbage and all the stuff that's just been holding you back. I can't get the lid off. Okay. Nope, got another card stuck in there. There we go. All right, let's move this one over here. I don't know if you can hear that. Sorry. Got a cat out there going crazy on its scratching post. All right, one more, and then we will pull our last card. Okay, any messages here? Any messages here? Nope, it didn't come out, so there we go. Thank you. My life is a reason to be alive. How appropriate is that card? How appropriate is that card? I mean, come on. My life is a reason to be alive. Okay, guys, I hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that releasing that we did there, a little bit of clear and releasing, was helpful to you. Again, you can come back and listen to that as many times as you like of that section if you would desire. If you need a moment and you're like, okay, I need a moment, right? Okay, until next time, bye. Thank you for being here.